Dear Schuyler, I have to tell you something, sweetheart. I entered into a shameful arrangement with a man named Todd Manning. He's a horrible man who planned to steal his daughter's baby in order to stop her from allowing the baby to be adopted. This is an unconscionable act of cruelty, and he wouldn't have attempted it if I hadn't agreed to help him. I'm writing this in case it becomes public knowledge. I want you to know how this happened. Todd Manning found out you stole drugs from the hospital. He also knew I covered it up, and he threatened to expose you if I didn't help him. You were just putting your life back together, and I couldn't bear the thought of that life being destroyed. So I reluctantly agreed to help him kidnap his grandchild. And when that poor baby died, I realized it was my fault. I was so preoccupied with what I'd entered into that I was careless with a child's life. I'm so sorry, Schuyler. But I just can't live with that.
Well, good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Bob.
And Nora,
Yeah.
get a cat nap. You're gonna need it.
This is a picture of the defendant, taken in early 2008. It shows the defendant with his now ex-wife and 3 lovely children. That's Starr, that's Jack, and that's Sam. One big happy family, right? Wow, what a difference a year makes. Because you'd be hard-pressed to find one of these family members who'd want to take a picture with him now. Not after what he's done. Not after the actions that he took that led him right here to this courtroom today. Todd Manning found himself cast out of his family and alone until one day, circumstances thrust upon him the opportunity to get revenge on everybody he believed had hurt him. You're going to hear about the defendant's bizarre plot to create a new family for himself, utilizing his former victim, a badly injured woman with no memory, and his own unborn grandchild. You'll hear how he attempted to perpetrate an appalling fraud on 2 unwitting teenagers. One of them, his own daughter. The other one, the son of the woman that he held captive. His plan was to steal their baby and have them believe that their child died. And he couldn't do it alone. He had help in the form of 2 accomplices. One of them can't be here tonight because she committed suicide. But the other one will be here to testify to her role in Todd Manning's evil little plan. People will establish the means by which the defendant intended to destroy his own family so that he could create a whole new family, free and clear. And finally, Mr. Manning's own daughter will repeat in her father's words exactly what he was planning to do. Because he confessed it all to her. The defense is going to try to paint a picture of Mr. Manning as some sort of normal guy, you know, like you or you. Father, husband, family man, normal human being. But he's not. And while the defense is busy painting that picture, I'd like you to remember this one. This is the baby that Todd planned to steal. This innocent child died the night she was born, a victim of negligence from the doctor who brought her into the world. Because the doctor was too preoccupied to fulfill Mr. Manning's wishes, she didn't catch a small medical problem that, had she, and had it been corrected, would have saved the baby's life. This baby would be alive today, were it not for Mr. Manning. This is the picture I want you to remember.
Is the defense ready with opening arguments?
We are, Your Honor. Todd Manning, he's no saint. No amount of PR can spin his history into anything other than what it is. But my client's prior actions are just that. History. Over and long since done with. Todd Manning has not been the man the DA's office claims he is for many years. He is simply incapable of the crimes the DA's office would attribute to him. Don't be fooled. This trial is not about the flimsy, unsubstantiated charge of attempted kidnapping. What we are dealing with here today is simply the latest in a string of charges trumped up by the Commonwealth to exact revenge on a private citizen that has long been a thorn in its side. The DA herself has lost innumerable battles against Mr. Manning. This is her chance to rectify that. The lengths to which she will go strain the conscience and strain credibility, quite frankly. Nowhere will this be more apparent than in the witnesses she brings before you. Now, the defense will show that those witnesses' testimonies, they simply don't stand up because they are lies.
There's donuts in the bag if you're hungry. And I brought a couple of newspapers.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. The facts of this case are straightforward. Starr Manning got pregnant, and her baby died shortly after being born. There was no kidnapping. There was no plot. There was only human error and the instinct to find fault. And here's a person upon whom it is very easy to lay blame, but because it is easy, does not make it right. Because it is easy, does not make it justice. But don't be fooled, this case is not about justice. This case is a personal vendetta.
The court will take a brief recess and then resume.
All rise.
It's a good line. I like that. My client was just going to be here.
This case is going to be about managing expectations. That is what I am doing.
As long as you don't manage my kid the way you're managing me.
Give me a minute. I'm going to go check on Morty, okay?
Oh, okay.
Do you have a beer delivered to unload?
I gotta go.
Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Yep.
Did you do that to him?
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, whatever.
You get a chance to see the paper this morning?
No,
Did you renew your subscription?
You're not going to get away with this.
With exercising our First Amendment rights?
Try jury tampering.
Please be seated. Court is now back in session.
Your Honor, Miss Delgado is using her client's tabloid to undermine the credibility of my witness before this trial has even begun.
That is absurd.
I demand a mistrial, and I want her removed from the case immediately.